No, it's not as perfect.
Looks like a straight back.
I hope not.
Oh.
It is.
Well, I should probably begin with a backstory. About 3 weeks ago, I spoke to Chris, and I said, "Hey, Chris, how's this River City Sounds Got Talent coming along?" He said, "I've only got three performances." I said, "You're kidding? Oh, Christ, only 3. Well, he said, "I can fit you in right after Gary Miles. Gary's probably going to do something on his violin, and I'm sure you can follow right up behind him." Now, right then, they had to get a defibrillator. For those who don't know, Gary plays violin with the Winnipeg Pop Orchestra. Not on weekends. He's done this for 40 plus years, and I'm supposed to follow him. So I was somewhat disappointed, but I told, I can't play violin as well as Gary, but I'll do the best I can. So I got my information. And by the way, you don't even realize this. Gary's dad played in the Winnipeg Pop Orchestra years before Gary joined when he was only 35. And his dad had been playing for several years. And I'm sure like most parents, particularly fathers, they want to pass on some knowledge and some tips to their sons. And these two gentlemen, Gary and his dad, would go off, they would practice and they perform together for several years until unfortunately his dad passed away. And I thought, I'm sure Gary learned a lot from his dad. I too learned a lot about music from my dad. And he said, you know, playing a violin is much more difficult than playing a banjo, a guitar, or a ukulele. Because when you're playing the violin, there are no frets. So you've got to have your fingers positioned just perfectly to get the perfect pitch on each note. Well, that was a good tip. And my dad encouraged me, came out to a lot of performances and whatnot, and it was quite enjoyable. In fact, the most enjoyable time we had, we were going out to the West Coast by car. And in those days, there were only 4 in our family, and we had a rather big car. And it was nifty. Dad let me play several times in the car on the way out there. And it was great. My mom was singing not baritone, she was singing something. I didn't know what it was. And my sister and dad were accompanying me. And the vocalization was just really, really tremendous. And 7 years later, Sally knows that I spend a fair amount of time playing at home too. And tonight, I'd like to share with you one of my dad's favorite tunes on the only thing that I can actually play. That's a radio. carry a big stick.
Right, yeah. I'll get you up there yet.
Thank you, Brian. That was great. Your mastery of that instrument is very impressive. Now